Alright, look, I know I've been negative these past few weeks, but hey, give me a break, okay? There's a lot to complain about after I just came back. And this is no different. What's going on with fighting games right now? What is this? Battle passes? Why? Why? I'm already playing full price for your game and now you're including more monetization in them? Why would you do this? Why would you add free-to-play elements to a game that was full price? What the hell is going on? Fuck. Alright, I've relaxed a little bit, but let's actually talk about this for a moment. Look, fighting games have been a big part of my life, but even I can admit, they're not cheap. Fighting games have never been cheap. I mean, look at what Capcom is doing. Re-releasing the same game over and over and over again and... Wait, is that one for the Switch? Street Fighter 2... What is this? Okay, alright. Look, Capcom has always been bad about this, but fighting games in general have been just as bad. I mean, really think about a fighting game for a moment. Do they really offer up enough content that they're really worth the price of admission? Sure, fighting games have always been about its characters and its mechanics, but when you really think about it, these games very much lack content for the single player experience. I mean, nowadays we really do need to play online just to play our games. But not everyone has access to being able to play online, or at least have high quality internet. And so we need these fighting games to actually provide us with single player content. But more often than not, they really don't. It's often an arcade mode, maybe combo trials, that's neat. Street Fighter 4 had mini games, that was fun, and Street Fighter 6 has included World Tour, which, thanks to this, I'd argue Street Fighter 6 is the most video game than more of a fighting game in this aspect, along with having other games within the game. Sure, a story mode is cool. I really do like what Mortal Kombat and Tekken has done, but at the end of the day, once you play through it once, do you really want to play through it again? I guess Mortal Kombat 1 does give you the option of playing the finale with any character you choose, but outside of a few dialogue changes, it doesn't really matter who you pick at the end of the day because it all results in the same ending, you know what I mean? And sure, there are games like Smash, now whether you consider it a fighting game or a party game is up to you, but even looking at this franchise, it's been lacking in terms of content lately. I mean, putting the boss rush to a single character, a DLC character nonetheless, and let's actually talk about DLC characters for a moment. DLC characters are the pits. I mean, sure, they're cool, okay? You can buy them, you can play them, they're awesome, it's a new addition, it's a new toy to play with. However, let's say you don't want to play the character. Surely you don't have to buy them, right? Let's say you're a competitor, and you need to practice matchups. Well, you could always play against someone who does have the character, but if you yourself want to train against that character, if you don't have them, well, tough luck. You can't even use them in like a replay function or anything like that to see what you could have done differently in this matchup, because if you don't have the character, then you shouldn't have access to it at all, says these developers. And look, I know we've kind of just all accepted this, but I think that's pretty scummy. And with the lack of single player content, I really just don't care about going back to my fighting games other than maybe getting unlockables here and there. But now, fighting games have really stepped it up, including mechanics from free-to-play games into a full-priced game. That's right, we're talking battle passes and item shops. What's going on here? Well, I'll tell you what's going on. Fighting games just don't care about your wallet. I mean, they never did, but this is the most blatant it's ever been. Now, yeah, sure, you could just buy the battle pass once, maybe regain all the coins you lost. But you see, the difference between something like, say, Fortnite and something like Street Fighter is that with Fortnite, you don't just have to play Battle Royale to complete the battle pass. Now you have a rhythm game mode, a Lego mode, a racing mode. But with Street Fighter, Tekken, you're just playing the same game over and over and over again, especially in Tekken, where one and dones are kind of like the norm. And with no other real way to get that battle pass up, you're just stuck playing matches over and over and over again. But on top of that, look at Capcom. Street Fighter 6, what are you doing? Back in 5, costumes were cheap and plentiful. But now, not only are they scarce, we've only really had one new wave of costumes since the game launched a year ago, but now they cost over $100 if you want to get every character's costume? No way! That's absurd! What is Capcom doing? Oh, this is so terrible. And I guess Tekken isn't as bad, but still, what's going on here? Mortal Kombat also including an item shop, having you buy fatalities, costumes for these high prices? That's absurd. You know, back in X, they had like an Ermac costume that was really expensive, but it was for tournaments. But they don't have that excuse now. They really don't. They're just charging you like crazy because they know that you might want to buy these things. These big three fighting games, they're setting a bad precedent, and I'm really worried for the future of fighting games. Well, yes, the gameplay is amazing. At the end of the day, my main concern is the monetization. I mean, how much more are they going to charge for so little? But why don't you all tell me your thoughts on fighting game monetization in the comments below? Please tell me. I really want to know your opinion on this because this is absurd to me. But man, I've really been complaining a lot, haven't I? Okay, next week we're gonna relax a little bit. With all that being said, please take care of yourselves and have an amazing day. Peace.
Coming through, partner, we can do this right. You're the fire, I'm the wind tonight. Burning dread, ha.